Hi, good morning students. This is your science master. In this video class, you are going to familiar with a few MCQs regarding the topic electricity. Let us see and understand one by one. When a current I flows through a resistance R for a time t, the electrical energy spent is given by option A IRT, option B I square RT, option C IR square T, option D I square R divided by T. Then this particular statement says that a current is flowing through a particular conductor which have a resistance and it is flowing through for a certain time. So here I is given, R is given and T is given. And what is asked in this question? The electrical energy spent, that is heat. You can understand the Joule's law. Recall the Joule's law. Joule's law is H is equal to I square RT. So that relationship is with this particular statements. Therefore, which is your answer? That is option B, I square RT. Two devices are connected between 2 points, say A and B, in parallel. The physical quantity that will remains the same between the 2 points is option A, electrical current, option B, voltage, option C, resistance, option D, none of these. Here the device is connected between 2 points A and B in parallel. Means usually we connect voltmeter parallelly, and voltmeter means what it measures. It measures voltage. Therefore, your correct answer is option B, that is voltage. It remains the same between 2 points, which measures by a device called voltmeter. A fuse wire repeatedly gets burnt when used with a good heater. It is advised to use a fuse wire of option A, more length, option B, less radius, option C, less length, option D, more radius. First of all, we are using good heater, but fuse is going off repeatedly. Then we should think what to do with this. So you can't use more length fuse because fuse is already fixed. Less radius, more resistance. Less length, again more resistance. Then we should limit the resistance. That is why we should use more radius wire to avoid getting burnt. So the correct answer is option D, more radius. Coulomb is the SI unit of electrical charge, or simply charge is given here. Option B, current. Option C, potential difference. Option D, resistance. You all know that the current is measured in amperes, potential difference is measured in volt, and resistance is measured in ohm. Then the remaining option, that is option A, charge. That is why the Coulomb is the SI unit of charge. Then the heating element of an electric iron is made up of. So actually the electrical iron box or heater or the electrical stove works on the principle of resistance of the wire which is inbuilt. The heating element of an electric iron is made up of. So actually the electrical iron box or heater or the electrical stove works on the principle of resistance of the wire which is inbuilt. Copper, option B nichrome, option C aluminum, option D iron. Iron first of all is not used in the electrical circuits as a wire, but aluminum is used, copper is used. They are good conductors. But nichrome, it is a bad conductor of electric current. That means whose resistance is higher than the given metals. So that is why nichrome is used in such devices. The option B is the correct answer. The electrical resistance of insulators is, insulators means non-conductors. That means they do not allow electric current to pass through it. Usually the resistance of a insulator or non-conductors is high. But let us see the options which are given like this. Option A high, option B low, option C 0, and option D is infinitely high. Then which is the appropriate answer? Whether, of course, you understood there will be a high resistance. But there are two options given. Option A is high, simply high, and option D is infinitely high. Then which is the correct answer? Regarding the insulators or the non-conductors, that is infinitely high. It is not simply high, but infinitely high. So shall we go to the next question? That is, electrical resistivity of any given metallic wire depends on option A, its thickness, option B, its shape, option C, nature of the material, and option D, its length. So out of this, which is the most appropriate the answer? Option A, thickness, no. Option B, its a shape, it is not at all holds good for this question. Option C, nature of the material, and option D is its a length. What is the correct answer then? Option C is the correct answer. That is nature of the material on which the electrical resistivity depends on. Okay. The next question is, electrical power is inversely proportional to option A, resistance, option B, voltage, option C, current, option D, temperature. Electrical power is inversely proportional to resistance, voltage, current, or temperature. Then which is the correct answer? It is option A, resistance. Understood? Okay, next question, that is, what is the commercial unit of electrical power? Okay, the meter reader will come to your home and he will read the meter and he gives you the bill. Then the bill you have to pay either to him or you should go to the electrical board office and then you should pay the bill amount. Then on what basis they measure the meter? So which has a unit. Options are given like this: joules, option B kilojoules, option C kilowatt hour, option D watt hour. Of course joule is measured, that measures energy. Kilojoule is bigger than the joules. Watt is measured in measures power. But of course now you understood, it measures power, but kilowatt or watt, that is the question, that is the confusion. So usually the practical unit of electrical power is kilowatt hour. Okay, let me pass on to the next question. An electric bulb is connected to a 220 volt generator. The current is 0.5 ampere. What is the power of the bulb? Option A 440 watt, option B 110 watt, option C 55 watt, option D 0.0023 watt. What else given here? Here the voltage is given, that is 220 volt, and current I is given. Then what should be measured? You should calculate the power. So let us see the calculation. Here V is equal to 220 volt, I is equal to 0.5 ampere, and you know the formula, power is equal to V into I, that is 220 into 0.5. So what you will get? 0.5 means 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 into 220. Then by crossing you will get 110 watt. So therefore the correct option is option B, that is 110 watt. And the next question is like this: which of the following gases are filled in electrical bulbs? Actually, certain gases are filled to increase the lifespan of the bulbs in olden days for incandescent bulbs. Understand? Option A, it is like this: helium and neon. Option B, neon and argon. Option C, argon and hydrogen. And option D, argon and nitrogen. So in order to increase the lifespan of the bulbs, argon and nitrogen are utilized. Therefore the correct answer is option D, argon and nitrogen. Here is one very simple problem based on the electricity, that is 100 joules of heat is produced. 100 joules of heat is produced in each second in a 4 ohm resistor. The potential difference across the resistor will be, here heat is given, time it is 1 second, and the resistance of a resistor is 4 ohm. Then you should calculate the potential difference. V you are supposed to calculate. Here are the options: option A 30 volt, option B 10 volt, option C 20 volt, option D 25 volt. So let us calculate. The heat produced is given, that is H is equal to I square RT. Then H is given 100 joule. You are supposed to find the I. Current we don't know, current is not given there, isn't it? So I square you keep as it is, I square into 4, R is 4 ohm, and the time is given 1 second, that is 1. 100 is equal to I square into 4 into 1. So you send this 4 this side, so 100, it will become 100 divided by 25. So 100 divided by 4, so 4 ones are 4, 25 are. Then I is equal to, that is I square is equal to 25, then I is equal to 5 ampere. The potential difference is given as V is equal to I into R. So now you have to calculate V using the data. So V is equal to I into R, that is already you found out the I is equal to 5 ampere. 5 into 4, that is equal to 20 volt. Therefore the potential difference across the resistor is 20 volt. Then find the correct option in this: 30 volt, 10 volt, 20 volt and 25 volt. So the answer is 20 volt. The option is, right option is option C, that is 20 volt. Okay, the next question, it is like this: a cooler of 1500 watt, power is given here. Understand, 200 volt means potential difference is given, and a fan of 500 watt. Second device which has a power 500 watt, 200 volt are to be used from a household supply. The rating of the fuse to be used is option A 15 amp, option B 10 amp, option C 5 amps, option D 25 ampere. So fuse rating should be calculated here. What else given? The power of cooler is given and voltage is given, or potential difference is given, and the power of fan is 500 watt, and that also uses 200 potential difference. So let us see the calculation. First we have to find the total power of the cooler and fan, that is say P1 and P2. So P1 is 1500 and P2 fan's power is 500. So if you add, you will get 2000 watt, and current drawn from the supply, that is I is equal to, you have to find the current here, therefore I is equal to P by V, that is equal to 2000 divided by 200, because the voltage is given there, voltage is 200, therefore so if you cross 2000 divided by 200, so that you will get 10 ampere. Let us check the options, which is the correct one. Option A 15 amps, option B 10 amps, option C 5 amps, option D is 25 amps. So after the calculation, what you got? You got 10 ampere. So therefore your correct answer will be 10 ampere. The SI unit of resistivity, option A ohm meter, option B ohm, option C meters, option D joule. Then the SI unit of resistivity is option A ohm meter. A torch bulb is rated at 1.5 volt, 500 milliamp. Find its resistance. We know the relationship between the potential difference, current, and the resistance. That is given by Ohm's law. According to Ohm's law, I is equal to V divided by R. We have to find the R here. Take this R this side and send I this side. What you will get? R is equal to V by I. So that is equal to 1.5 divided by 500. Because it is given in the milliampere, should be converted into ampere. So therefore it should be multiplied by 10 to the power minus 3. So by crossing, you are going to get 3 ohm. Identify the following symbols. So here one symbol is given, which is connected in series. One side positive terminal is there, another side negative terminal is there. Let us see the options. Option A battery, option B open key, option C resistor of resistance, or option D bulb. So two terminals are given. One is positive terminal, another one is negative terminal, and it should be what? It should be a battery, no doubt at all. Okay, calculate the current in a circuit if 500 coulomb of charge passes through it in 10 minutes. Okay, this question is given to you. You should calculate and find the answer, and answer should be commented in the comment box. And hint I can give you, what else given here? Q is given, T is given. So T is given in minute, that should be converted into seconds. Then you have to calculate and you should answer in the comment box. Thanks for watching from Science Master. Thank you.